I'm Armando Di Cicco, and for my senior project proposal, I'm going to be talking about the madness behind the music and looking at the correlation between musical creativity and depression. So, Beethoven, Nick Drake, Lana Del Rey. What do they all have in common? Well, first, they're all musicians, or they were musicians. They wrote or composed their own songs, and they're all depressed or suffer from depression. Many famous artists have suffered from depression and have gone public about it, but there's never been any research done into that yet. There's been research behind the science of musical creativity. In 2009, 19 Finnish families were studied using a web-based questionnaire. From there, it was found that musical creativity has an 84% heritability estimate, which means that genetics contribute to 84% of the likelihood of being musically creative. In 2013, from another study conducted on 5 multi-generational Finnish families, a creative phenotype was established, and 27% of those creative phenotypes were found to have a certain mutation. The mutation was a duplication at the area 2p22.1. Now, in simpler terms, a segment of chromosome 2 was repeated once or twice. The region which was repeated contains the gene GALN, which is associated with serotonin. Associated with serotonin metabolism in the thalamus. The thalamus is the area of the brain responsible for emotional regulation. So now, what about the science behind depression? Well, in layman's terms, depression is caused by chemical imbalances in the brain, and repeats of genes associated with serotonin have also been found to lead to depression. Genes similar to the one that was repeated in the, similar to the one that was repeated for musical creativity. So now to propose a study, I should have a research question first. My research question is, to what extent does a mutation which leads to musical creativity affect the likelihood of contracting depression? So how will I have this study done? I'll be having a genetic analysis on musical individuals, probably taken from some sort of music academy or school of music. I'll first look for duplication or a mutation at the certain area which has been found previously to be responsible for musical creativity. And then after that, I'll conduct a test for depression, either via MRI or based on a questionnaire. However, there do come some problems with that study. It requires genetic analysis, and as a high school student, I may lack the resources required for that. So in order to combat that, I must either find a mentor who's willing to give me resources, or find another way to do it without having to conduct a genetic analysis, such as a family analysis or twin study. So, why should we care about this? Well, honestly, there is no practical application of the knowledge, but society has a somewhat negative social stigma against mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety, or bipolar disorder. And having more knowledge on that topic would allow for would allow us to having more knowledge on that topic would allow for us to progress. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I can't concentrate right now.
You lost your voice?
Yeah.